What's up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and pretty wild weather out right now, guys. We're here on the Atlantic coast of New Brunswick and Canada, and we're about 100 feet away, not even probably, from the Atlantic Ocean right now, and we're getting hit with this huge nor'easter storm they're calling Juno. And we're not far from the ocean, and you guys, if you follow the channel at all, you've seen some of the crazy weather that we've experienced here. I need to clean that off a little bit better, it looks like, but I'm gonna get out, guys. But first, before I get out, I'm just gonna show you, this is just something to go, what we have to put on basically to, if you want to go to the car, like we just came down to start the car, because I like to let the car run even like on crappy days, even if we're not going anywhere, because it's not recommended for travel right now. They've actually shut down a highway, and it's just not good for traveling. But it's still good to come out and start the car. So even just to come out and start the car, here me and Mrs. Spook, come down, have a coffee, and start the car. On a crappy day, I would have to wear this mask, and this is one of those neoprene masks with the holes punched out in the nose piece. I like these the best, guys, because I have trouble with the balaclava type. Because there's no real breathe hole in it, and I don't know, I just always like these better. These are more something that you'd wear under a helmet on the snowmobile, kind of, neoprene mask, but really, really good to have. And wool hat, one of these wool, I think they call them a watch cap, actually, guys. Chris Collier there from PI would know what they're called, because they used to not like them as much there when he was in the military, because they were kind of itchy, and they are a little bit, but they're super warm, and it takes a lot. You would have to get this thing absolutely drenched for it to soak through. So, a lot of this snow is quite wet, so it wouldn't take long to soak through a lot of stuff, but this thing takes forever, so, it'll take you a little while to dry it out, but, it's going to keep you warm, and like we all know about wool, even when wet, it keeps its insulative value, so, 80% of it, I guess. So it's a really great hat. So, but another thing, guys, and I'll tell you this is just from experience of here, and you may laugh a little bit, but this stuff here is well and good kind of thing, but there's one thing that actually, with weather like this, like I like to wear, is one of these ski masks, and this is a Carrera. And it's a really, really good, good kind, and it's probably expensive when it was new. And I got it at an estate auction kind of little sale there one day for like $2. And even used, they're go for like 50. So and new they're quite expensive. So it's this is a Carrera Pioneer with the Everclear lens, is what it's called. The lens is called Everclear, I guess, guys. And this really knocks down the snow and getting hit in the face and, out shoveling, because I have to shovel this alleyway that we live in here, guys. It's not huge, but it can hold a heck of a lot of snow, and it drifts really bad. And so she's coming down. When it's coming down, it's a pain. So, but really, really good pair of ski goggles to wear, guys, and something that's kind of imperative just to go out, because of that stuff, like that snow, sort of sleety, and it hits you in the face. It actually hurts, guys. It really does. And it could be really hard to do a task if you're out there trying to work on something, or trying to, even go to the grocery store even sometimes. That stuff hits you in the face. And, it makes everything unpleasant. So, well, there's a good set of that. Ski goggles. And one last thing, guys, is pretty much a no-brainer, but a good pair of gloves, guys. These are really good. I like these gloves. These are easily bought at a lot of dollar stores for, $3 or $4. And, they're the sort of insulated, rubber glove kind of deal here. And a lot of the time, I dug clams commercially for a few years, guys. And this was one thing that you could pick up cheap, but would actually last you, a couple weeks if you were out on the beach quite a bit. And these are one thing we always used. And, a lot of the guys there before me and after me now that, still use them. So, really, really good glove for these, and they're not expensive, and they'll take a beating out there for for moisture. So But anyway, guys, I'm just going to show you that, and I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to go out and show you actually how bad it is outside, and you can kind of get more of an understanding of why, you know, like as I said at the beginning of the video, this is kind of why, what I would use just to come out and do something simple, like go outside for a few minutes, or if you had to go to the grocery store, or, you know, get something out of the car that you forgot. You're going to want to put this stuff on, because if not, and if you're out for any period of time, if you're just running down and, you know, you're out here for a minute and a half, which that'd be difficult enough to do because the snow's, and you're going to see in a minute, it's drifted pretty good. But, like I said, I mean, even if you're doing that, you could maybe make it in a couple minutes. But either way, if you're going to be out here for more than a few minutes, you need to dress like this. So, and, anyway, guys, I'm going to get out. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to get out and show you what I'm talking about. And you probably think I'm crazy just saying that you need that just to go outside, but I'll show you why. Well, there you go, guys. This is what I look like. And like I said, this is just to go, you know, if you want to go outside for a couple minutes, this is what I dress like anyway. And I put my hoods up as well. And when we get out here, you're probably not going to be able to hear me. You probably can't hear me that great now, but you can hear me. And when we get outside, though, you probably won't be able to hear me. We were forecasted of 145 kilometer winds, which is 75, 80 miles an hour, even more than that even. So we're not getting all that hit yet, but we're getting hit a little bit, and it's crazy. So I'm going to show you guys and show you the bay, and see how treacherous it would be today too. If you were on a fishing boat, or had to be, you'd be in a world of trouble. So I'm going to go out and show you guys. You can see, guys, that's where the snow is at. It's up to there, and it's drifting like to beat the band. So this is up to over my knees anyway, to right there. So I'm going to break a trail to show you what the bay looks like.
Yep, going so.
Well, that concludes that, guys. That's crazy as heck. I'm going to get back upstairs, do a couple other things out here, and stay safe for a little bit, and I'm going to come out and shovel. So anyway, guys, just wanted to share that with you. That's the northeast storm called Juno. Very crazy. So anyway, guys, Maritime Spook, stay safe, keep your stick on the ice, and you know, stay out of the blizzard. Take her easy, guys.